Alright, if you're looking for a tablet mounting solution for your 2019 or newer Ram pickup trucks, I got you covered in this one today. So this is a bracket from Valenti Designs, and this allows you to mount a 10-inch or larger tablet in your 2019 or newer Ram. So this works on the 5-inch radio, the 8-inch, and then you'll see it works on the 12-inch radio. Very simple installation, 100% bolt-on. All you got to do is, if you have it, remove that rubber tray right up here on top of the radio, and then there's 2 screws here that you're going to back out. You're going to drop this guy into place, and then you're going to reinstall those screws, and then there you go. You have a tablet. So, all right, so like I said, typically you'll have a rubber tray here. Go ahead and remove that. Then the next thing you're going to want to do is back out both of these screws, 2 Phillips head screws here. Hold on to those. We're just going to go ahead and reuse those when we install the Valenti bracket. All right, and once those 2 screws are installed, you're going to need 2 hands. That way you're not bashing this thing around, but it drops right into place there. And what it does is bolts right to the 2 top screws on top of the radio, and then it sits just in front of the screen. It's not hitting the screen at all, but it sits just in front of it. So let's go ahead and get this guy installed, and then I'll show you the last step here to make sure that your iPad or Android tablet mounts securely. All right, once you drop this guy down into place, you can go ahead and reinstall the factory screws here. You can see up on top, you got a bunch of little openings here. That's if you want to install any additional devices or phone holders up on top of the tablet mount. But the last thing we're going to do here is use some of this dual lock 3M tape. So this is like a plastic Velcro that's included in the kit. And what we're going to do is line up our tablet, and we're going to put a little strip here and here. That way, when we do install our tablet here, it has a nice secure mount in here. Basically sits in this little lip and then right up against the bracket itself, and then we can get access to our iPad here. All right, so I cut the dual lock to fit on the bracket itself. Now, there's a billion different ways to do this, but the way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to pull the backing off the section that's going to go on my iPad, because you're going to want Velcro on your iPad plus the Velcro on the bracket, so it holds everything in place. And then what I'll do is I'll just line my iPad up here, a tablet, and then I'll just drop it into place. That way these things will stick to it. You're going to want to make sure that you have a case on your tablet if you're going to run this kind of bracket, because the extra girth here down on the bottom gives it a nice solid hold on the lip. But also, you probably don't want this Velcro or this dual lock sticking to the back of a blank iPad or a naked iPad. You want that case on there. All right, so we got everything situated. Sorry, I had to turn the car on. Windows are getting a bit foggy here. So if we go ahead and turn our iPad on, and then we hit unlock, super secret code. So there you go, you got our iPad, and everything's connected via Bluetooth. So like I said, one of the biggest apps that I use that would really benefit from this mount is the Gaia app. So this is the app itself. Like I said, it's got all my fishing waypoints and everything when we go up north. I just like using this app, especially since it's topographic. You could also overlay a whole bunch of other maps inside here, but this is boundary waters and kind of some of the fishing hotspots and whatnot up in Ely, Minnesota. But again, a lot of folks are using apps like this that aren't necessarily compatible, so that's why something like this is super helpful for those folks working in the utility world or any sort of industrial work where you're driving around oil fields and whatnot. A lot of folks are relying on apps on tablets, and this is a really good solution to mount those tablets so it's up out of the way, but you could see it without having that big old arm or whatnot sitting next to you or trying to fumble with it in your lap. And the other thing that we do quite a bit is we watch Live Barn. So we're a hockey family constantly on the road. So if I go in here, hit Live Barn, and again, we're doing this when we're sitting in parking lots waiting for my other son's game. So this is the little Live Barn app where you can see live feeds on ice rink. So if I go ahead and hit, let's just say live on the red rink at all seasons, it'll go ahead and pull up what's going on at that rink. So again, we can watch it here, and everything's streaming Bluetooth through the stereo here, and then you have access to your controls here. So one of the questions is going to be, you know, you got the screen underneath here, what do you do with that? Do you just leave it on? You can, or what you could do is hit screen off, and it'll turn off everything down there, and then all you have as far as the screen is what's going on the tablet itself. But again, Valenti Designs, this is the bracket that mounts in 2019 and newer Rams, but they also have GMC and Chevy brackets, Toyota, Ford, Jeep brackets. I will leave a link down in the description below for all of their bracket and all their parts that they manufacture. This one's super slick. Like I said, I got one coming from my brother's Silverado. But if you have any interest in this one, click that link. Go ahead and check out the ones for your truck. That said, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. Take care. Bye.